Somewhere it looks like hometown cha-cha-cha, but I think it is totally opposite than that. The only thing is that they have used this Jeju or the coastal area, so it's a bit similar. Otherwise, the story is totally different. What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us, and today I am going to review Our Blues. Before moving with the synopsis or story or whatever insights or whatever I learned, because I have met many people from West Coast and I know a lot of communities, those who are living there are almost like hundreds and thousands and almost like millions of people from Korea, those who are living in America. And the grass is not greener on the other side, and whatever the people assume, it's not like that. So let's review one by one. The first is a Han-Su family. The guy is now okay. Before moving with that one, let's discuss. So there is a parallel plot that is being shown, that the youngsters, all those friends from the school and everyone, now by luck or the fate has brought them to Jeju Island, and Han-Su is one of them. He works at the bank, SS Bank, and suddenly he is being transferred to this area, and now he has met all his friends, and he is under a huge debt because he wants his daughter to do something good at golf, and the mother is already there. She is also struggling, and it's very challenging for a mother only in US or abroad, doing everything by her own and expecting from her husband also, and the husband who is already under debt. And then there are many things that they really wanted to pursue in their life, and they just gave up and they focus solely on their daughter. But the daughter sometimes, so there are plenty of things that the parents also need to learn, that sometimes they put all their eggs in a one basket. It's also dangerous, and they should also work in developing their career in different directions, and thus that's their fate. And he's moved to Jeju Island. He was under a huge debt in Seoul. Now from Jeju he met his childhood friend Eun-Hui, and though now she has totally changed and the life has hit her bad, and she is also supporting her siblings, so he is trying to get money from her for his daughter by telling lie that I am about to divorce and my wife and we are already separated, and since we are together, let's think something. That's a very important scene. You really need to watch it, and you will see what comes out of it, and you have to watch it by yourself, because there are plenty of life lessons we really need to treasure from that scene. And sometimes it is very good to be straightforward with the people rather than beat about the bush, and then things will get messed up. And especially if you are being honest with your friends, they are always your last resort, than your siblings even. And so that's their part of the story. And then there is a fish market where Eun-Hui is working. There are other girls also. That is their parallel plot, and you will watch in upcoming days that who is going to date with who. But for us, we are going to discuss here Han Ji-min and Kim Won. And good to see that the both couples, Shin Min-A, and they are in the same. But here Kim Won-bin is going to be with Han Ji-min. This girl, she is being judged wrongly, because it is not important that whatever her character is. Maybe sometimes people are very happy where they are jolly. They really wanted to brush all their worries under the mat, and they wanted to give a very positive image of themselves. And it doesn't mean that the people really need to think negative about them, and that's where Kim Won is always thinking positive about her. And she is not going, if she is talking with every guy with a fun and humor, it doesn't mean that she is a flirtatious girl. She is very kind and down to earth. And there is another part of her story that will sooner be revealed, because there was one girl, she said, maybe your mother is artist or not, maybe there is more to her story, and we'll watch in upcoming days. There is another story now, Shin Min-A, because in her recent episodes she is being revealed what happened with her. So in urban environment it is always very toxic for the families or the parents to sometimes never think about themselves, and most importantly sometimes there is gaslighting, and in the couples there is always superiority complex, and sometimes you really don't think that what is happening with it, but you are just minding your own work and you just wanted your spouse to just keep on doing this without knowing her and knowing her or him. So that happened with her also. She had a very good family, and suddenly things are totally changed because she has some health issues, and now she end up here. And thus here in Jeju she met Byung-Hun, who is also like a seller, and but he has also his own past, and sometimes he feel like maybe I'm getting closer to Shin Min-A, but she has her own limit, or she has her own worries because she has her own family, but maybe she is not also telling what is in her plate, because she really needs to show her cards. Maybe she is separated, or maybe she is divorced, or maybe she is there for therapy. It has to be revealed sooner or later, but they are not interested to date each other. That's why she went away. And sometimes the fate brings all these college students at one place. There are plenty of parallel things that happens with them, and I really like the scene where Han-Su was lying on the sea waves, and thus he meets his younger self, and the younger self look at the older Han-Su. So there are very deep meaning of that one, and if you really could understand, sometimes if we see ourselves in a mirror and we see our old picture some 20 years back or 30, 25 years back, you could understand that in the college days Han-Su was a very handsome guy, tall, and everyone was really falling for him. And now that Han-Su is swept away by the waves of this life and whatever is happening, it's that charisma or that handsomeness is all withered away because of what he is trying to do now for the betterment of our daughter. So there are plenty of things that they will learn, how they will come up with lot of issues and crises that they are going through, and how these friends are sometimes backbiting also. That happened in that one you could watch also. And there are all these people, they have their own worries and miseries, and how they will compile all this, and how they will forget all this and come up with the solutions by helping each other. It should be shown sooner, because that's how the fate has brought them at one table. That's why all these people are just meeting each other. And it's always very common in the small towns. People can gossip about each other, and they know that who is doing what and what is doing who. That happened with the hometown chacha also. So in small towns it's always the same. I hope you really enjoy this. It's good to learn some life lessons from here, and just think. And I don't know what to say, but I hope you metaphorically, I really wanted to say a lot of things, but you could understand by yourself when you watch this series. So thank you so much, and always question your younger self and question your mature self, that what you are gaining with the actions or the things that you are doing. Sometimes it is good to see your kids doing something unique, but beyond your financial capacity, it will always land you in a quagmire or a bog, and you will not come out of it. And that happened with Han-Su and all those people around it. But only who is the one who is earning good here. So, but she is also sacrificing a lot of things. So even though you sacrifice everything and you don't have joy in your life, what is your honor, what is your legacy for others? Take care of your loved ones and stay safe, and keep smiling, and love others and love yourself as well. Bye bye.